everyone, it's still Thursday. We're back finishing up our play date with foils and size and embellishments, and I'm working on my third project of the day, and it is once again a cutout piece from this great studio. Where did it go? It's called Reinvented, and here's my little card. They do all these wonderful cutouts, all kinds of stuff. They'll do custom patterns for you as well. I like to use them, because I sell them, I have clients who want them, but also it's a great way for me to teach a furniture finish without having a piece of furniture in front of me. When I create and design finishes, again, almost everything I do for walls can also be applied to furniture. Not everything's great on a tabletop because we're talking texture and lumpiness and things of that nature, but everything can be applied. All the products I use are completely stable to use on furniture as well as walls. Not everything is exterior rated, though. I will tell you when I'm working with something that is exterior rated, so you know if you want to do a piece outside, you can do so. So here we go. Our next project is the Christmas tree ornament shape you saw cut out before, sized, painted in black, and having the designer foil size applied to it once again. Faux Effects designer foil size. Why am I using this? Because it dries completely hard, dry and clear within 8 to 10 hours. And that I don't have to top coat it if I don't want to. The fact of the matter is I almost always top coat it if it's on a piece of furniture. I don't need to top coat it if it's on a wall, quite frankly. Walls don't get the same wear as furniture does, so top coating a wall is unnecessary unless there's a specific reason that it has to be done. I never just randomly decide, oh look, I like my finish, let me just put a top coat on it. That's another pass around a room, that's another layer of expense, and 99% of the time it is unnecessary for a wall. But what's not necessarily important on a wall is important on furniture. I do not ever let a piece of furniture leave my studio without an appropriate top coat on it. It's what protects it. Furniture takes abuse. Even just somebody whacking it with a broom or a vacuum cleaner, you want top coat on it to make sure that whatever all that hard work is you did on your piece is protected against the elements of use. So we're going to put the camera down, and as you can see, I've got an apron on finally because we're going to be working in stuff that I really don't want to wear for the rest of the day. Okay, so we've got the piece down. You can see the Christmas ornament. I'm using a Royal Design Studios Lotus stencil. So you can see, again, doesn't quite come all the way to the bottom of my piece. So when I'm finished here, I will go back and complete that area. And I'm working in two foil colors. First, I'm working with this cool orange tinselly color from Artistic Painting Studio. And I'm wadding it up so that the ugly side is out. And I'm going to pounce it in. And I'm going to keep shifting it so that I don't run out of usable foil. And it's releasing into the pattern on the stencil. And I'm not pouncing. If I was just doing this sitting here, I'd probably pounce a little harder, but every time I pounce hard, the camera falls, and it's already sliding a little just from me pushing it around, so I'm going to secure it a little bit more. Let's see if I can catch this secured. There we go. So I've got a lot of orange released, but you can see it's not 100% perfect release. And I'm using bright red on top of that. Again, has an ugly side. So all I'm going to do is take this red, drop it like a sheet on here, 100% coverage. Now the one thing you have to know, when you work with a 24-inch roll, it has this little silver edge. I suggest, if you're not comfortable with this, cutting this edge off, because this will release silver and it will make, it'll spoil the look if you're not prepared for it. I'm used to it, so I kind of duck it, or if I need it for a wall, I'll cut the silver edges off. And you can see I pull back and I'm getting a nice release. Look how it's grabbing up in there really nicely. I'll pull it back to check my release, see if it's where I'm happy. Obviously, I missed a spot right here. So I've got this sort of two-tone orange and red release. I'm really pleased with that, so I'm going to go in, touch up a spot or two. See, right here I don't have a whole lot of release because somehow I missed it. It happens. There we go. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to turn it around a little bit so I can reach the top better, because I just don't have very long arms. Get up in here. Maybe right over here a little bit. There we go. So I have nice two-tone orange and red release. Again, I'm always looking for the spots I might have missed. And I'm going to pull the stencil back, so you can see that great pattern on there. Turn it around so that I can get to the bottom here. And what I'm going to do, we're talking about repeats, I'm going to place this, since I know where this lotus is, I have that pattern right there. I'm going to place it right over this. I'm going to go back with my orange foil. Let's see if I can shift this a little bit so that you can see a little better. Okay, I'm going to go back with my orange foil. Pounce into this. So I've got the orange in, and take the red, place it over. And get the red release too. So I am now completely done here. Two-tone, black and orange. And again, this in its own is a killer finish. So all I'd have to do is let the designer foil size dry completely, and I'd have a complete pattern. I could also just roll the size through the stencil, place it on, roll the size through, and only have foil on, size on there. And only foil the surface this way. But because I know I'm doing another background, I've actually set this up so that the size will still be sticky. Now,